Hey there guys, so for this project you will need any mug of your choice. I am going to use these mugs that I got from Michael's. You also need a measuring cup. Mine is microwave safe. If yours isn't, make sure to use a bowl that is. You also need candle wicks. Just make sure that whatever size you get will be enough for whatever mug size that you decide to use. You will need a strong glue. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue, and we are going to use this glue to glue the candle wick to the mug. So make sure that whatever glue you use will be strong enough to glue down metal. You also need tape and scissors. We are going to use Crisco to make our candle. Believe it or not, Crisco is actually made for candle making before it was advertised as a food item. So 1 tub of Crisco will make approximately 4 candles. Each candle has a burning power of 88 hours. That is almost triple the burning power of your average $20 candle. Pretty crazy, right? We're also going to use natural soy wax to mimic the appearance of whipped cream on top of our candle. You can also use fragrance oils if you want your candle to have a good smell, but of course you don't need to use this, but I want to, so I'm going to use these by Bramble & Berry, and these smell amazing. If you guys are looking for a really good candle and soap making company, I'd recommend Bramble & Berry. You also need crayons, and we're going to use crayons to give our candles color. So if you want something that looks like hot cocoa, then you might want to use a brown crayon. You can also use sprinkles and candy canes, or just like any kind of candy that you like, really. And we're going to use this to top off the hot cocoa candle. So we're going to start off by measuring out how much we want the wick to stick out of the mug, and then just go ahead and cut that off. So next I'm going to take the rest of that wick and I'm going to wind it around the main wick, and the reason I'm doing this is because it's going to make the flame really strong. Now if you don't want your wick to look like how it looks in this picture, then you may just want to go ahead and stick with 1 wick, but if you care more about the flame, then you may want to go ahead and wind them up like this as well. So next I'm going to take my Gorilla Glue and I'm going to apply it to the bottom of the wick metal and place it at the center of the mug. Afterwards, we are going to take 2 pieces of tape and place them on top of the mug to keep the wick in place, because, you know, with the glue being wet, it might still fall over, and that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't really help with the drying process. So that's why we're kind of giving it a stable position like this. So we're going to start off by filling our measuring cup with 1 cup worth of Crisco. Next, we're going to use our crayons to give our candle color. You don't have to use 2 crayons, but I'm going to use half of the dark green one to give my candle richer color. Go ahead and remove the paper from around the crayon, and then break it up into little pieces and add it to the Crisco. Once you do this, then it's time to microwave. You need to microwave this mixture for 3 minutes to the point where it's all melted and liquidy. Mix up the mixture. If you have popsicle sticks, I would recommend that you use popsicle sticks because plastic will melt in this mixture if it's hot. So I'm going to use chocolate espresso to give fragrance to my candle. I'm going to add about 3 drops of oil, but you can adjust this to your preference. If you don't like strongly scented candles, then you don't have to use a lot of oil. And then just pour it into the mug. Be careful that whatever is underneath your mug is not something valuable because it is wax, so it will damage whatever is below it. I put a paper towel just to keep my table safe. And then here's why we use the tape, because the wick is going to kind of float around on top. It's glued at the base, but the candle wick itself is wax based as well, so it'll kind of like flop around if you don't keep it up with tape. And then you can clean the sides of the candle inside when it's wet, but I would recommend that you wait until it's dry and then just wipe it off that way. Next, we are going to take our soy wax and fill it in our measuring cup again. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of soy wax. We are going to take this and microwave it for 1 minute. You want to make sure that what comes out of the microwave is not too liquidy and not too dry, because you know, if you overheat it, it'll be too liquidy and it won't look like whipped cream. So you just want to get it just right to where it looks like that. I'm going to take the soy wax and top off my hot cocoa candle. Next, we're going to take our sprinkles and top off the whipped cream. Now, I do want to note that the sprinkles are actual food edible sprinkles, and so are my candy canes. So those things are edible. But don't eat this candle like my bird is trying to do here. And that's the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love this, and I made several for my family and friends this year. I hope that you can use this for the holidays, and really even after the holidays. You can make this all year round using different kinds of mugs for different occasions, and I'm sure it will brighten up anyone's day. This video was inspired by the lovely Anna Shine here on YouTube. I'm going to provide a link to her channel toward the end of this video, as well as in the description box below. So please be sure to visit her channel and subscribe if you like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.